The vote has settled for pacifism. Well, I did have the only vote, and unprovoked violence is against my nature. Then again, before this is over, you may wish that the rat had died at this juncture, as altruism is not always rewarded. Rats of any variety can be very annoying, possibly even dangerous. We shall see how this plays out. On with the next episode. Heidi stepped into Olga's field of view.
Olga, drop her. This rat is one of the scientists that sent us here. I've never even met a polar bear.
The rat gasped out. Heidi could not tell whether she was lying or not. It did not matter right now. They needed information, but more importantly, she did not want to have a murderous polar bear to deal with. The current version was difficult enough. Heidi put out a hand to grab Olga's arm. The ant otter did not have the strength to release the polar bear's grip, but perhaps some friendly contact might give a reprieve for the rat, or help her words get through.
You're no murderer, Olga. Don't let your hatred for the Gestalt make you one.
Joseph von Faulkner, Antfox pilot, was still standing there, stunned at the polar bear's actions, and I thought I hated the Gestalt. Dr. Steele, meanwhile, appeared to be having an internal debate. He was suspiciously silent, looking at Olga's backside as he reached for a case on his belt. He did spare some brain power to reply to the fox, though.
Stay back, Joseph. I have a plan. Heidi, get clear.
No, Steele, you stay back. I've got this.
Heidi didn't know what Steele had planned, but he could cram it. This was a social problem. She could handle it. At this point, the rat went limp, and Olga let the body crumple to the floor as the rage left her eyes. Heidi immediately went to check out the rat woman's vitals. Still breathing. Definitely a good sign.
Steele, get over here and help her. I'll handle Olga.
Will do.
Steele stopped fumbling with his belt pouch. Heidi could now clearly see what he would have done. He was drawing a syringe gun. It looked like he was getting ready to sedate Olga, had things gone any further south. Olga, meanwhile, had gone to her knees on the floor, shaking a little. Heidi rushed over to comfort her. This was better. She was showing remorse at least.
It's all right, Olga. You're safe among friends, and one possible enemy.
Olga mumbled.
But I do not know for certain. The resemblance is uncanny. Resemblance to what?
Heidi had to ask.
The head scientist in charge of those who kidnapped our village drugged us and sent us here.
Olga half sobbed.
Yeah!
It was at this point Dr. Steele let out a yelp, and there was a high-pitched whistle, and the rat was suddenly on her feet again, running for the door.
Sucker!
Never trust a rat! Joseph swore in Anthish and tried to stop her, but his bulky suit enabled her to evade him, running through the open door and down the hallway. The fox gave chase, and they both went out of sight.
Stop! Wait!
Heidi yelled after both of them, hopefully that one or the other might listen. They didn't.
Blasted rat was faking it.
Steele grumbled as he assessed his own injury. There was a scalpel now sticking out of his shoulder. A small dot of red blood also appeared, slowly spreading. A clear suit breach.
She got me right as I realized it.
Will you be alright, Doctor? I am sorry this happened. I just could not help.
It's just a flesh wound,
Dr. Steele grinned a little at that.
I think. We'll know when I get the knife out, but don't worry, I can patch my suit quickly.
Okay,
Heidi nodded.
Steele, you stay here with Olga and patch yourself up. I'm going to help Joseph.
Steele nodded.
Don't worry about me. Go. I'll help Olga as much as I can. I think it's best we keep them separate for now.
With that, Heidi dashed out into the corridor. She could hear muffled sounds of pursuit, but with her helmet on, she had a hard time detecting which way they were coming from, particularly when she came to a junction. Dust and ash had been stirred up by the chase, but she could not see very well. She could continue straight, or go either right or left. With the bubble helmet on, the sounds were muffled, and she could not tell which way the rat and fox had gone by sound in the echoing corridors. If she took off her helmet, it would be easier to tell, hopefully. Or she could just pick a random direction and keep her suit seal intact against any contagion that might exist in the clouded air. It was decision time. Indeed, it is decision time once more. Heidi has 4 real options. She can arbitrarily choose left, right, or center. The last option is to break the seal on her suit and use her senses to their full capability to track the rat and the fox. The choices will be administered via a linked poll in the description below. I bid you adieu for now.